Welcome to another episode of Kurdistan This Week, where we bring you the latest in the Kurdistan region from NRT Studios in Sulaimani. On Monday, the death toll from the Kurdistan region's coronavirus outbreak passed 200, with at least another 23 dying later in the week. The official total for infections now stands at more than 6,600, with Sulaimani continuing to be the hardest-hit governorate. Despite this, officials in the governorate have insisted that they will not re-implement a lockdown, as Erbil has, arguing that the current guidelines are having a positive impact. The Kurdistan region's airports, along with those in the rest of Iraq, remain closed until at least July 15th, except for cargo, medical, and other exempted flights. Turkish attacks on the Kurdistan region continued this week following last Thursday's strike on Kunamasi town that grievously wounded 6 civilians, including 2 children. Speaking to NRT on Tuesday, one of the men wounded in the strike said that multiple pieces of shrapnel remained embedded in his body and that one of his wife's legs had to be amputated, while the other one was broken so badly as to require additional surgery. His son also suffered shrapnel wounds with a piece lodged so deeply in his head that removing it could cause lasting damage to his speech or hearing, while his daughter suffered from hearing problems following the attack. The airstrike prompted social media organizers to organize a tweet storm on Sunday to bring attention to the attacks, which they said were not getting enough attention in the international media. Since then, attacks have continued daily, with Turkish warplanes hitting targets in Duhok's Amadi district on both Thursday and Friday. Employees at Sulaimani's traffic directorate protested on Thursday against the Kurdistan regional government's decision to cut their salaries by 21%. The employees have been on strike for more than 2 weeks. Over that period, they have also been joined in the protests by teachers and other public sector workers angry at the cuts. In response to a major budget shortfall, the KRG has held off on distributing salaries this spring and then announced on June 21st that it was cutting salaries for most public sector workers for this pay period. The Kurdistan Democratic Party, however, has offered to compensate public sector employees who are also party members for their lost income, but it did not identify which funds it planned to tap to do so. A man self-immolated in Sulaimani's Baki Gishti Park on Monday evening and passed away a few hours later. Bystanders extinguished the fire, but the man had suffered near total burns because he used gasoline as an accelerant. He was taken to Sulaimani Emergency Hospital's burn unit, but passed away shortly after arriving. There was no suggestion of foul play. Following the decision by officials in Sulaimani to prohibit vehicle traffic in the city's main bazaar, and combined with shoppers staying home during the coronavirus outbreak, some shop owners and vendors turned Malawi Street into a makeshift football pitch to pass the time while waiting for business. Traditionally, the city's main gathering place and commercial heart, businesses there in the bazaar have been hit by both public health restrictions as well as deteriorating economic conditions, leaving customers with little incentive or cash to visit the area. On June 25th, officials banned vehicles from entering the bazaar, but left it open to pedestrian traffic. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Kurdistan This Week. If you'd like more information on these stories and others, check out our website, nrtutv.com/en, and be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.